I remember the first time I met Dr. Eure, it would have been in my Biology 101 class freshman year. I was a biology major, so I took a few classes with Dr. Eure. The one that stands out the most to me is the ichthyology course, the course about fish. And so at the end of that course, we went on a fishing trip. Really, that was kind of a turning point in my interaction with him. Kind of went from formal professor-student to more of a personal relationship up close with him.
As a colleague who came along a little after Herman, I always felt like he supported me, that he would listen if I had concerns, that he would give me advice.
When I was in college, the professors I had, they told us to make sure that we passed what they taught us along, and to make sure that you help someone else get to realize their potential as well.
I think for a future deacon to look back on Dr. Eure and say, here's a person that really broke ground. He came here and did his doctorate here when there wasn't an African American on site. Came and took a job teaching here and excelled in this place.
So I got a letter of acceptance from them, came in the fall of 1969, and then in the spring of 1974, when I had finished everything, Dr. Resch called me and said that Wake Forest wants to hire you. And my first response was no. I've been here for 5 years, I want to go try something new. And I had outstanding offers from other schools. So finally, I decided I would come at least do the interview, and then decided that I would come back for a couple of years, and then I was going to go somewhere else. Spent 39 years, so a couple of years, 19 different times.
When you start talking about your Ed Wilsons, and you talk about Ed Chrisman, and you talk about Bill Starling, I think you also put Herman Eure in that list of people that are the glue that built Wake Forest, the brick and mortar.
Being honored for something that you did because it was the right thing to do is kind of embarrassing to some degree. You know, you understand why people recognize it. But what was important was making sure that Wake Forest lived up to its creed of pro humanitate.
Thank you for just really being a positive example of a husband and a father, and then being a very positive presence on campus.
I would want to thank him for all of the service he has given Wake Forest over these years.
I think a person never actually knows how special they are until you get to these moments. And I say that echoing the words of every African American that walked on this campus that met him here and said, wow, you know, Eure's here, so it's possible